Well, hello dear friends from Mumbai, India. This is my first day returning to India. The last time I was here was, I think, 2017. I spent most of the time in the north through New Delhi and Agra, of course, to see the Taj, and over east to Varanasi. So this will be a bit of a different trip. This will pass through the sort of west coast of India, through Mumbai, down to Goa, Kerala, and then some central and eastern spots in India as well. So I don't know if you can, I'm sure you can see behind me, this is one of the most famous monuments here in India. It's what they call the Gateway of India. So this was built in 1911 for the arrival of King George and Queen Mary. Now, it's significant. It took 4 years for them to build this. It's one of the largest memorials in the country. Ultimately, this was the place where the last British infantry left India in 1947 or 48, when India finally gained their independence from England. So this is a significant site for both British rule as well as Indian independence. And just to the other side of the memorial for the India Gate is this is the Taj Mahal Palace. Of course, this was notoriously the site of the 2008 terrorist attacks, which basically were perpetrated by some Islamic extremists from Pakistan over 4 days. This hotel was bombed, and there were shootings across Mumbai. Now, if you look behind the Gateway to India, you'll see all these boats. These are all ferries that'll take people out to the Elephanta Islands, which have a lot of stone carvings. So catching the ferry out to Elephanta Island isn't always totally as clear as it should be. So once you make your way out to the Gateway of India, there are several different queues lining up in different areas in order to get on the ferry. It's not entirely clear which queue to get into, how much to pay, or where to wait in line. Generally, you'll pay between 200 and 300 Indian rupees. And once you get your ticket, you get in a line, you get on one of the ferries, which is what I'm on now. The ride out is about, from what I understand, about 40-45 minutes out to Elephanta Island. And the island's full of really interesting sort of ancient carvings, and it's supposed to be a pretty interesting place to visit. It's really easy to make the Gateway of India and the trip out to Elephanta Island together. You go to the Gateway of India, then you can get your ticket to the ferry right there, hop on the ferry and head on out to sea. The ferry is such a great, reasonably priced way to kind of go out and see what's happening. You can get a great view of the shoreline of Mumbai. You get out on the water. It's a really inexpensive. It's about 200 Indian rupees, 260, something like that. And it allows you to get a great view of the city from the water, which is always kind of nice to get a different sort of non-surface level view. All right, so once you exit the ferry, you end up on this sort of like long walkway here that brings you to, I guess, the cave entrance. So you can also catch one of the trains. There's a small train that basically carries you along the track to the entrance of the caves. I figured that doing the walk is fine. I don't know if I need to ride the train. So it's just a little ways here. You can hop on the train. You can also walk it. Once you exit the ferries, the tickets for the train are clearly, noted. There's a couple little spots you can get those from. interesting things. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there are like dragonflies all over this walkway, back and forth, flying around and dipping through the crowd and in people's faces. And I don't know if I've ever seen this many dragonflies. So behind me is the entrance to the main cave, which is, I guess, the largest of the complex. So I'm kind of down in, this is sort of near the Crawford Market area, and the idea is that I'll probably hit this place tomorrow after I have a few more things to do during the daytime. But I just stopped by this great restaurant behind me. You can probably see it over my shoulder. I'll show you the name and talk a little bit about the food that I had. Had fantastic, like a butter chicken with some garlic naan. It was great. But this is like a big kind of a market area. That's great. It's like just the right amount of spicy with that garlic naan. It's so good. So behind me is the main train terminal, basically. There's somebody yelling, so I was trying to figure out what was going on. Queen Victoria train center, I think. Anyway, it's lit up real nice at night, as you can tell behind me. It's a pretty shot, huh?